It's Your Voice, Your Vote, Las Vegas, and this just into our newsroom now. We're getting our first results for the primary election from Clark County. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Dave Courvoisier. Now let's take a look at some of those key races.
That's right. In the race for Nevada governor, Sheriff Joe Lombardo is leading with Republicans with 48% of the vote, as you can see here in Clark County. That's with 64% of the precincts reporting. Interesting note here is North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee is ahead of former U.S. Senator Dean Heller. On the Democratic side, incumbent Steve Sisolak is leading with 90%, and the AP already calling him as the winner in this race with Tom Collins, 6%. Right now, Joe Lombardo is holding a watch party near the Las Vegas Strip, and Abel Garcia is there and has reaction to the results tonight. Abel.
As you just mentioned not too long ago, those numbers were finally announced for those first set of votes that are coming in. As you just mentioned, 65,000 votes right now in Clark County. Of those, 48% for Joe Lombardo right now. And joining me right now is actually Mark Hutchison, who was the former lieutenant governor and who is also the chair of Joe Lombardo's campaign. Talk to us. How are we reacting right now? How are you feeling about those numbers so far?
We're feeling very confident. It's exactly what the polling has shown for the last several months. And for all intents and purposes, the primary is over, and Joe Lombardo has been elected the Republican nominee for governor in the great state of Nevada.
Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you as well. And right now, as you just mentioned, Joe Lombardo is one of the many candidates right now who are running for governor right now. And all eyes right now are on this top race. As you can see right now around me, hundreds of individuals have come out here in support for Joe Lombardo. And as we're continuing to know, it is not just himself. We also have some of those contenders who are trying to face off against Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak. That includes Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo himself, former North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee, who is also here in the Valley, and former U.S. Senator from Nevada, Dean Heller. Now, of course, it's all coming down right now. We're going to find out a little bit more about Trump's endorsement and the value that it comes into play when it comes to these primary elections. And, of course, we'll have the latest numbers for you coming up here very, very soon, Dave and Tricia. But for now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Abel. Now, in the Republican race for U.S. Senate, former Attorney General Adam Laxalt leading with a large vote there, 72%, and we're told that's with 100% of the precincts reporting in at Clark County. And for Democrats, incumbent Catherine Cortez Masto leading with expected large lead, 91% of the votes in Clark County. The Associated Press has already declared her the winner. And now taking a look at the sheriff's race, Kevin McMahill leading with about 60% of the votes so far. And that's with, 10% reporting in.
And right now, counting is underway to get more results reported tonight. Jeremy Chen is live at Clark County Election Headquarters in North Las Vegas with the latest for us. Jeremy.
Yeah, Tricia, Dave, right now we're getting our first numbers about the turnout here in Clark County, but I just want to take a step back and show you election workers are still busy trying to get all of the precincts, get all of the polling locations to get their votes in. We just saw a couple people wheel in some results from other precincts. Some of them are as far away as Mesquite and Laughlin, but some of the numbers I want to mention is the fact that obviously there are more than 68,000 early voters in person, but the eye-popping number is so far 272,217 absentee ballots that have been processed so far here in Clark County, an extremely large number, and that's something we are seeing people utilizing the mail-in option to cast their ballot for the primary. How does this compare to the year 2020? Just by those raw numbers, it already exceeds the number from the 2020 and the 2018 primary. So a lot of people are trying to take that convenient option, not have to go to a polling location, and just try to send their ballot from the convenience of their home. And also, I do want to mention, this does not include any numbers from the election day turnout, as they are still tabulating votes for all the precincts here in Clark County. So some interesting numbers that we're seeing right now out of the election headquarters here in Clark County. Now we will continue to monitor the numbers as they come in, and we'll be sure to share that with you on air and online at KTNV.com. Live in North Las Vegas, I'm Jeremy Chen.
Thanks, Jeremy. No real unexpected surprises tonight, but stick with us. We will continue our special coverage tonight throughout the night and on News 13 at 11.
And you can always get the latest results at KTNV.com/primary2022.